Is Alejandro around? I was supposed to meet with him.
Alejandro is not around.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
Alex.
Alex, I'm Ryan. Nice to meet you. I'm from ITEC 451. In the residential plumbing and HVAC side.
Okay.
I understand you work for the city of Hastings.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Alex.
Well, I'm a project manager here, and yeah.
Yeah, like to do anything outside of work or
You know, guess I'm into hunting.
hunting? All
Yeah.
right. What do you hunt?
What else? Deer, anything else? Birds, anything that I can get out there and kill something.
Like to do some pheasant hunting, take it home and eat it?
Yeah. Yep.
Right on, man. Anything else or just
Well, that's about it. That's about it.
what brought you to Hastings?
I actually grew up here.
Okay. And you stayed here the whole time or have you
Just
moved
never
anywhere?
left. Never left.
How'd you end up working for the city?
Well, they were hiring.
There, right on, man. Do you enjoy your job?
I like the paychecks.
Paycheck, but actual work, not so much.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's a decent job and it's stable and get to build some cool stuff. So it's not too
Awesome.
bad.
Yeah, what projects have you worked on in the last year?
We're Parks and Rec, so it kind of varies on how much we do, but I mean we've done everything from new parks in the city to the rec center, the different facilities. So I mean we do quite a bit.
Okay.
Some of it's maintenance, some of it's new builds. So quite a bit. Just kind of depends on the year though.
What upcoming projects do you have?
We're installing a couple of new bathrooms in a few existing parks. And we also have a large project coming up with a new park on the west end of town.
Is that like lodging or?
No lodging or anything. It'll just be, there'll be bathroom facilities, splash pad, um, play areas, things like that.
Okay. So what could a supplier do to make your job easier?
Pricing is always a concern,
hmm
especially with uh, plumbing materials being
Yeah, like the copper.
straight up. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've had struggles we've obviously had struggles with tariffs. We've had struggles with getting quotes from suppliers and having those quotes increase significantly in a short period of time. Throws budgets off, those kind of things. And then obviously delivery is always a concern. If we have delays in delivery, throws our whole schedule off.
Has
So,
there been much of that?
there's been some. If materials are coming from out of town or out of state. Sometimes those are subject to delays, things like piping and that kind of thing. Um, yeah, so I mean it's something that we see quite a bit.
Okay. So for these upcoming projects, what are some of your biggest concerns?
I think on these upcoming projects, again, I think just securing advantageous pricing that we can depend on, and then just making sure the material's on the ground when it's needed.
The problem with all the tariffs and stuff is pricing is going to change, unfortunately.
Sure.
Like I would offer set pricing,
Mhm.
but I can't guarantee that the copper won't go up 100, 200% over the course of your project.
Right.
How long do you think the project in the park will take?
From front to back, we probably start in the spring, so probably be looking at April and be trying to wrap up by August.
Okay. And do you have any project managers with your current suppliers that are helping you out?
Yeah. So anytime that we're using a supplier, most of the time we'll have a project manager, or sometimes they'll send or an outside salesperson. But that's pretty intimately involved with the project. What we kind of has an idea of what we need, and make sure that we have it in a timely fashion.
Mm-hmm. So in terms of products, are you looking for more low cost or quality?
Typically we will lean towards using domestic suppliers, just because some of the stuff some of the tubing and piping that might come from overseas can be an issue with premature failure. So we want these installations that we're putting in to last, at least 10 years before we have to start tearing stuff off and reworking certain things.
Mhm.
So I would say domestic suppliers is a focus for us. Inside of that, we also have budgets to work with, so can't always use the top tier suppliers. But if we can stay domestic and stay within our budget, that's what we try to do. It's a little bit of a balance act.
Mm-hmm. No, I get you. So what ITEC 451 can provide is we can guarantee that the products will be on site as scheduled. And if it's not, and we can't get it that day, then those products will be on us free of charge. We can also have project manager and excellent sales support. We've had past projects in Lincoln. I think we had 175 HVAC units installed in the South Haymarket apartments, as well as water heaters, piping, fixtures, all that good stuff. We worked with City of Omaha and public housing as well. What type of products are you looking for in your job for your park? And then obviously the bathrooms, you got your fixtures, and I'm assuming you'll put HVAC in that as well.
Yeah, so we'll have HVAC. We'll have HVAC in those facilities. Fixtures, obviously, we'd be looking for fixtures for the bathrooms. We'd be looking for ducting for the HVAC. We would be looking for residential plumbing in terms of tubing and PVC.
Mm-hmm. Clamps,
Yep, clamps, hangers. On the splash pad side, larger bore tubing. We'll be running a pumping unit to provide pressure to that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't do electrical, correct?
We do, but that's a different department from me.
Okay.
I just do plumbing and HVAC.
Okay. Because there will be lighting on this project as well.
Gotcha. Alrighty, so do you prefer like stock for these projects? Do you prefer having it in your shop, or do you prefer your suppliers to hang on to it?
We would like to have what we need for the project at one of our warehouse facilities. City of Hastings has several warehouse locations where we can have everything kind of land, and we can kind of use it as we see through the project. We've just found in the past, if we tell a supplier that it needs to be some certain portion of the project materials needs to be on site, sometimes that gets a little bit too much for them to manage, and then we end up not having the materials we need.
I gotcha. So do your current suppliers have inventory in your warehouse?
Yeah, so our current suppliers, we have some stock in our warehouses. And then for some of the smaller stuff like compression fittings, we do have a supplier who manages a small VMI at one of our warehouses.
Okay. So ITEC 451, we can offer VMI for all your project stock. We can deliver it to your shop as soon as we get it and then manage it. And we can actually keep it in our inventory. And as you use it, you can, so we would set up what's called a ghost warehouse. So we would have our inventory in your shop.
Okay.
And then as you take it off the shelf, you check it in through our ordering system in the computer. And you just say how much you're taking, what you're using for the day, and then you just purchase it there.
Okay. Now, is that local to the VMI? Is that something my guys would do as they bring the stock? Because an extra step of me going and checking a VMI on a daily basis to see what was used isn't something that probably be super interested in.
No, your shop guys would be able to order stuff and take it out as needed.
Okay, and I would have visibility to that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Interesting. That might be something might be interested in. Now, one of our current suppliers, who's currently managing the VMI, they're kind of able to handle a wider breadth of just rather than just the compression fittings. You know, we have safety stuff, we've got gloves, we've got lubricants, we've got Loctite stuff like that. It is easier for us to manage it all through one central hub, basically. Is that something that you guys get into at all?
Yeah, we could install it to your central hub. You'd have the ordering system on there, and based off. So if you're picking one of our products, just order it from our software, and then obviously vice versa for the other guys.
Right. Okay.
So with that, we can do the ghost warehouse. We can guarantee on-time delivery whenever you need it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's on us. Obviously, competitive pricing with the project quotes and stuff. If you send me an RFQ for both these projects, I could have a quote for you by the end of the week, say Friday. Could I stop by on Friday and discuss kind of the next steps if you were to go with us?
Yeah, I think that would work. I'm out of the office. Well, I'm out of the office on Friday.
Okay.
We can arrange a time next week, towards the beginning of the week. If I send you the bid sheet on these projects, I guess I would just, if the pricing seems advantageous and competitive, we can set up a meeting and kind of discuss what that might look like. But yeah, you just leave me your card, I can send you over the bid.
Could I get your email as well?
Yeah, absolutely. It is mcnea756@cityofhastings.com.
All right, sir. I will. So when were you planning on sending that RFQ?
I have it on my computer, so I can get it over to you probably just within the next hour or two.
All right. I'll get that quote for you then as soon as possible.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah, it was
Alex.
nice to meet you.